Welcome to the Inspire and Equip podcast, brought to you by Woodlands Camp, where we want to inspire listeners with stories of God's faithfulness to the lives of our staff and the history of this ministry, and equip them with practical wisdom and tools to grow and live out their faith. We hope you get something out of this episode. Enjoy the show.
What's up, podcast world? Welcome back to the Inspire and Equip podcast. I know. Look at that.
We've got it.
It makes you feel official.
It took me a long time to
You've
figure
had
it
this
out.
for 3 months?
I've had this since the first episode.
Yeah.
And
Since before.
yes,
the first episode.
and when I got it, I had no spot to hang it up in. Well, I didn't have because the and's bigger.
Yeah.
And I remember just setting it on the couch in between us.
Yep.
We were like, okay, hang it, let's just put it here. That worked
That's
out.
like when we were at the house with no heating and no
Yep.
air. And it was
No,
sweet.
that was the first studio. Second
Where's
studio,
the first studio?
in the top of the gray house.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was actually nice.
Yeah, and then second studio, I just had it like leaned against the windows.
That's what I remember. That's
Because
what I
there was
thinking.
no way to hook it up.
And, now
And
look at
then
us.
we got here, and I was like, I can't attach it to these things.
And look at
But
this.
then somehow the magic of magnets, don't know how they work.
I actually love magnets. I feel like that's like one of my things. Like, it's like, oh, that's the strange thing. Like, I love magnets.
It's the best
I have
fidget toy
them-
of all
I
time.
have them all over my house. I'm not even kidding. I literally bought like a stack of like 50 super strong miniature circle magnets. I just think they're really cool.
What do you do with them?
I don't know. I
Okay.
hang stuff up on my fridge. That's
Oh,
about
okay.
it. So like if I get a Christmas card, I still got Christmas cards up on your fridge. I know somebody out there listening still has Christmas cards hung up on their fridge. Let me be the first to tell you, it's time to take them
And
down.
that's okay.
I got to do it.
Celebrate.
Should I do it today? Should I take them off the fridge today?
No.
Should I keep it around all year?
Yes.
No, I'm not
Until
gonna
you
do
get
that.
a new one.
Oh my gosh.
New Christmas card. New fridge, not card.
New fridge. Yeah. I just bought a new fridge. New magnets.
No Christmas cards.
I love it. Well, glad you guys are here with us today. We've been on the recruiting trail. So last week, Graham and I went to North Greenville University, the greatest disciple-making university in my personal opinion, and
wonderful.
completely
Wonderful place.
biased opinion. And then we went to another great one, Liberty University, and got to see some of our people there. And this week, we just got back from GCSU last night, and we're going to Anderson today.
Today.
Yeah, going to Anderson today. So.
Not by the time you listen to this.
Yeah, by the
but
time you listen to this, we've already
yeah.
been to Anderson. So
time
but-
travel.
Exactly. So we've been on the recruiting trail, which has been really, really good. And the reason we're on the recruiting trail is because we're trying to fill this staff board up because, boy, do we have some campers that are going to be here this
Yes, we
summer.
do.
We just had registration day a while ago, and it's been crazy. It was like 2 central hubs. We had people doing emails. We had people doing phone calls. We had people manning the Wi-Fi and looking at all the data that's coming in. I mean, we had this massive map all over the massive screen with like the states and how many people are on our website at one time. I was like, we had a circuitry on the phone, like the actual people on the phone with us. I'm like, this is official. It was my first
We're
one.
legit.
I was like, we felt legit. It was my
Yeah.
first time like ever experiencing registration day, and junior high sold out quick. Like I remember
Matter of
watching
minutes.
the
like,
numbers go up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's full. Wait,
Yeah.
the wait list. Oh my gosh, it is incredible.
Yeah.
Which what a blessing and what a great problem to have.
Yeah.
But with that being said, do we still have spots, Graham?
We've still got some spots.
Yeah, we
We talked about junior high filled up, but there still is opportunities for junior high campers
Tell
to
us
be able
about
to
it.
experience Woodlands. So we have what we are starting this year, the first year ever of doing this, called mini camp.
Yep.
Now, mini camp will be running at the same time as our Pee Wee camp programming will be going on. But Pee Wee camp is for 6 to 8-year-olds, and so younger age group, and that's going to be happening on the west side of camp. Mini camp's going to be happening at the same time, but on the east side of camp. But it is for junior high students. So 11 to 14-year-olds are able to get into mini camp, and we still have spots open for that. So it is a 3-day Woodlands experience. So it's everything you love about Woodlands, just condensed into 3 days, almost similar to a weekend at Woodlands kind of vibe.
Similar, but also
But
very
different.
because it's not the 4 teams.
Not the
it's
4
not
teams.
The Warrior Nation, the Dog Pound, Orange Crust, Space Jam.
It's the
It is-
summer rhythms
Correct.
condensed.
Which I'm so excited about. I mean, looking at the wait list for junior high camp, I was like, man, man, I hate this. I hate that there's that many people that don't get to experience Woodlands Camp and ultimately like experience what God can do in just a few short moments disconnected from your phone.
Yeah.
And so I'm so excited that we actually have the opportunity for mini camp because it allows those people that are on the wait list to apply and to register, honestly, not even apply, to register for mini camp, which that's May 21st through May
23rd.
3rd. Yes.
Yes.
21st to 23rd.
And it's a great way to kick off your summer.
Yeah.
I think it's a great way for them too. And I know there might be some kids who kind of are still in school at that time. But
it's the last days of school. Everybody knows the last days of school. What do? Go ahead and say it.
Have fun.
Absolutely nothing. You have fun. You hang out with your friends. If they did yearbooks, did you guys do yearbooks?
I was homeschooled.
You were homeschooled, I forgot.
So my yearbook would have been...
It was just home pictures from home videos. That's what it was. You guys, your mom decided. But it's like, if you do yearbooks, you're literally just walking around getting people to sign your yearbooks. The teachers don't have any like lesson plans that they're actually doing. And instead of doing that at school, why don't you just show up to camp and have the best time? Parents, get them here, have the best
Instead
weekend.
of a yearbook, have them sign the T-shirt.
Instead of the yearbook, sign the T-shirt. Yeah.
So and it's really cool because with mini camp, it is that junior high age, which I think is such a pivotal age to be able to come to camp. I think is like, when I was a counselor, I remember those junior high weeks and just being like, these kids are... One, they have this deep yearning for the gospel and for developing a relationship with Christ, but they have hard questions and they just want to understand more, but they're also going through like tough times in their life, and they are trying to figure out, what does my life look like now that, some of them are about to transition into high school, some of them are trying to still figure out middle school and what that looks like. And it's such a good opportunity for them to get here and for us to be able to pour into them and kind of show them something that will be helpful to them.
Absolutely. And be counseled by a college student who is actively following Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, almost everybody that I know, I don't know if this is just like everybody's trauma bonded by middle school, but it's like whenever you talk about middle school, everybody like
worst years of my life.
Yes, it's like they take a step back. They're like, I never want to go back there. And for me in that season, I think about how different it could have been. Obviously, you don't know, but like to think about having a college dude who invested in me for even just a few days, where I was able to ask these questions and they were able to give me biblical truth. And I mean, thankfully, I grew up in a Christian school and like I had good people around me, but to have a college student who was like my counselor just for even a few days would be an absolute game changer.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I still got spots.
I tell campers all the time, even in the freestyle program of when I was a counselor, I mean, I'd have 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds come to know Christ.
Come on.
And they would, and I remember looking at them being like, I wish that I knew Christ the way that you're getting to know him when I was 5 years old. Yeah. Like, I didn't get saved till I was 16. And I'm like, I wish that I could have done it sooner. I wish that I could have been in that spot. I know that God had me in the place that he wanted me for a reason, and praise God for it. But I'm like, you get to start now, and you get to start your relationship now, and you get to grow more and more, and you have a head start of where I was. And so that age group of middle schoolers coming in and just being like, this is our chance to pour into them and show them that.
Changer.
Mm-hmm.
It's a game changer. I mean, you see people come to weeks at camp and they come back the next year completely different people, or they come into camp one way and it's like kind of too cool for school. And by the end of the week or by the end of the weekend, they're doing the cheers, they're doing the chants. And you're like, I get it. And you get to see like the Lord change their behavior sometimes. Like I've seen people be really, really cold and closed off to the gospel. And at the end of the week, they're like, I'm actively following Jesus and I'm going to commit my life to him, which I think is so cool. So we don't only have spots for junior high with mini camp, but we got spots for junior camp. We have multiple weeks that have spots available. And then we also have spots for teen camp. Yep. So I'm super excited about what the summer has in store. And it's been so cool to go out on the road and recruit because our people are getting excited.
Yeah. And it's crazy because it's coming up.
It's
I mean, weekend camp is coming up very soon,
Mhm.
and it's like, oh, as soon I tell staffers all the time, like, okay, you're gonna get done with weekend, and summer's here. You're
I mean,
you're gonna blink.
We're in
and,
March now.
Yeah.
2 months away is May.
Yep.
Hello.
Yeah.
We start training camp May 10th.
Yeah.
Happy
Crazy.
Mother's Day.
I'm sorry, all the mothers.
I know. I feel so bad for the moms.
I haven't seen my mother on Mother's Day
If you're
in
listening
years.
to this podcast, remember May 10th is Mother's Day. Do something special for your mom. Do some chocolate covered strawberries. Honestly, you write her a letter and you tell her how much she's impacted your life, how much you love her. Weeping. I don't know if you wanted
Brownie
to weep,
points.
but if you wanted to cry,
Yeah.
that's good.
Well, yeah.
If you love your mom,
Yeah.
if you
No.
love your mom, get her flowers, get her something.
Yeah. But summer's coming, and this is why it's important for things like the recruiting trail, where
Yeah.
we've gone recruiting. We're still continuing to do that. And then even with registration, the spots open for camp, it's important that we get those filled, because we want as many kids to come to camp as possible to experience the love of Christ, and
Yep.
for us to be able to have fun with them and show them what joy is like, and
The
get them
whole
here.
point of having this camp is to advance the kingdom.
Yep.
To inspire and equip this generation to do justly, love mercy, and walk humbly with their God. We want every single camper, every single person to experience the love of God here, and then walk into a relationship with Him, of
Yeah.
following Jesus, looking at the scriptures, learning to love the scriptures, and saying, this is how Jesus lived, and I want to base my life off of this. And so we've been praying that the Lord would fill those spots, whether it's in junior camp, whether it's in teen camp, even mini camp. Like, we're praying, Lord, just fill these beds so that people can hear the gospel.
Yep.
And it's not something that's like, there are things that I think are like a one-time experience. It's like once in a lifetime. I like to say this phrase, you never graduate from the gospel.
Yeah.
I think there's this lie that sometimes we believe, like, hey, I read my Bible, I prayed this prayer, I heard the gospel, and now I'm saved. It's like, the gospel is not just the front door that you walk into, it is the entire walls of the house that you live in. It's
Yeah.
like, it's more than just like a one-time thing. I have to remind myself of the gospel when I fail. I have to remind myself of the gospel when I'm insecure. I have to remind myself of the gospel when I'm filled with pride. I have to remind myself of the gospel whenever I fall into sin, or have these doubts, or have these like fears, or even have these dreams. It's like, get back to, you never graduate from the gospel. And so we just offer opportunities for campers to experience that, and then for college students
Oh my gosh.
to
Yeah.
experience for the summer.
Yeah. And I think that's, I mean, with this episode is really what we wanted to hit the point of. We want to fill spots in those camper spots,
Yep.
but we also want to hit those staffer spots,
Absolutely.
because those campers need those staffers to impact them. I mean, I never got to come to Woodlands as a camper. Sadly, I wish that I
Can you
could.
imagine? Dude, I didn't hear about Woodlands till college.
I know, and I wish that I would have. I wish that I would have done it.
I would have lost my mind.
But I
over
did
here.
go to camps growing up,
Yeah.
and they were great, and they were very impactful for me. And I remember the counselors that I had. And I remember being like, "That's the coolest person on the planet,"
Yep.
and I wanted to listen to them. And so we want to fill these spots on our staff, because these campers are looking for people to lead them and to help them and to show them who Christ is and to be an example of that. So the point of this episode is just to show those things of, we want to fill these spots for campers because we want the best for them, and we want to fill these spots for counselors because we want the best for our campers, and we want the best for our staff.
That's exactly right. So if you're a parent listening to this, go to woodlandscamp.org, look at the parent portal. We got spots available and open, so register, whether it's for mini camp for junior high, or whether it's one of the junior camps or even teen camps. We have
Got some
spots
extreme spots open as well.
open. Not very many, but we got extreme spots open.
Yes, we
which
do.
I'm so excited.
Freestyle is open. We've got
Freestyle
spots
King.
all over the southeast. Just look for a location that might be near you. We've got spots open there as well.
Parents, check it out. If you're a camper listening to this, get your parents to
Bug
sign
'em.
you up.
Just keep talking
Just
to
keep
'em.
going. Just keep going. And if you're a college student listening to this, and maybe you're one of our former Woodland staff, and I got to talk to some of them this week, and they're like, "Hey, I heard about the podcast." I'm like,
Yes.
but maybe that's you, and whether it's your younger brother, younger sister, or a family member that you feel like needs to experience Woodlands and needs to experience the love of Christ that we get to give here, get them to sign up. And if you know somebody who's a college student, get them to
encourage
apply.
them to apply.
Woodlandscamp.org/apply. So we're super excited for the summer.
Yes,
super
we are.
excited to see what the Lord has in store, and we'll see you guys later.
Yep. See ya.